Okay, thinking in my favorite challenge day 15. No, definitely not. 17. 17. So my new phone came. So that's nice. That's a relief. Voice is still on its way back, but it has not delivered. I'm currently, maybe I should just turn this off because this data, I don't think I really need it. Okay. So I'm currently, well, I thought I was gonna go to work. I'm on the schedule, but I think because it feels like they don't really account for the fact that like your phone could be gone and you never get it back because it's framed as like I don't know how any of this shit works, but basically like my service, I can't like I'm having a hard time transferring my service to my new phone. So right now my phone, it just says SOS. There's no service, but I have to work. And wait. At first I was worried that because my brain is still like confused because I was like, oh, I have to call a Lyft, but I tried to log in on my iPad, but everything needs like my number verification, so I can't log in because anytime it tries to send me like a number code, I can't get it. So I haven't been able to log into Lyft, but I tried it on my iPad, but I didn't. It just occurred to me to actually just try it on my phone, and that'd probably work. But if they try to send another code, I can't get the code and I can't log in. I didn't realize like literally everything. I know like of course I've done it enough times to know that like it's common to do like the text verification code thing, but I guess I didn't realize like so many places that's literally your only option to log in. Like they don't let you do an email, they don't let you do anything. But so kind of in predicament, like I asked my grandpa if he could give me a ride, but well, I asked if he was in town because there's a possibility that he's out of town. Either like, and I told my manager the situation, so at least they're aware of that. But I think I'm probably just gonna have to call out because I don't know how I'm gonna figure out how to get a ride. And then also that's another thing, since I don't have service, I can't like just go. I can't do what I usually do to get home, so I have to figure something else out. So yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. But at least I have my new phone, fresh camera. It's looking good. But if I have to take the day off, that's a free day off. So, and it's the solar eclipse in Aquarius, which I'm very excited about. Ready to be, reborn and transformed and whatnot, because I'm an Aquarius moon and an Aquarius rising, so it's very personal. It's very personal for me. But yeah, that's the update for now. So we'll check in later, perhaps. Okay, back again, since I'm free, since I have so much free time now. I wanted to show you guys my favorite beads that I got. Because I got a lot of beads. And I did some things for some of these beads, but... Okay. This one, I definitely really loved this one. I would say this is probably top 5. Like, it's so cute. I did some things for these beads. I also did some things for these beads, but this is like my favorite one. Like this one's so it's literally got a whole plushie on it, and and it's got a light. I don't even think I realized that. But yeah, they're so cute. And then these are my big beads. These I just snatched off the out of the parade. So I think these are the biggest ones that I've gotten as far as the balls. Yay! And then these beads, I actually bought these because they have little butterflies on them, and butterflies are one of my little symbols that I like. Also, you know, have butterflies on my wall. So I was like, oh, I have to get the ones with the butterflies. So yeah, got the butterfly ones. And then I got a bunch of like cute light up ones. Like oh, maybe I shouldn't like blind you. Okay, yeah. And I love these because they have a little Rosie the Riveter on them. Then there's these light up too. So for all the light up ones are great. And yeah, this is another light up one. What are these? Are these gators? Oh, gladiators. It's a lot of things. What is this? It's another gator, I think. But also, I don't know. Yeah. Those are my favorite beads. And then, because all the other beads, you know, they're just like plain beads, which is still fun. I was happy to walk around with the heavy neck first Mardi Gras. It was a great time. There's ones, I had ones with like clips. Oh, here they are. Wait, yeah. I love these little ones with hearts on them too. It's so cute that it was also Valentine's Day. I hope you can still hear me when I lean down, because I know I'm barely audible right now. So yeah, quick little bead haul. The light's still on. So yeah, quick little bead haul. And I guess I should update you on my plan for the eclipse. I wanted to do or I am planning on making a transmutation glamour ward. But I know like eclipse energy is kind of like, you know, finicky with like doing stuff like that. So I'm like, I think I want to wait a little bit on that one. Like wait until at least after the peak and then do that one. But I got all the stuff. So I'll show you that. So I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna do the jar inside a jar method. So the little jar is gonna be like me, and then that one's gonna be like the transmutation ward part. And so I got some black sea salt, and that'll be on the outside. And I got some catnip for the inside. And then, I mean, I'm gonna put a bunch of other stuff in there that I have. Well, this is just the new stuff that I got specifically for this. But everything else I pretty much have. Like, I'm gonna throw some of this Easy Life powder in there. Some Power of Wealth, Eve's Magnetism. A bunch of little things. Put some rose oil in there. Some of my spell oils. Aphrodite's Belt, definitely. It Girl. Divine Feminine. And definitely Succubus. Have this influence oil. I'm gonna put in there. And I have I think I'm gonna put some jasmine in there and some patchouli. And I also have these herb mixes that I got from Moonlight and Sage. And one is get what I want, so I'm probably gonna sprinkle that in there. And then I have a clairvoyant and clairaudient mix, so I'm gonna load it up. Got Nebula Blend for the energy of a star. Yeah, So it's gonna be a fun little concoction of magic and magnetism and allure and all that. I also like to make my own oils. Like I buy Spell oils, but I also like to make my own. And like pretty much every Moonlight and Sage oil I have purchased, I've like remade another oil in it. So I love that. I love when I can like be inspired by Anastasia stuff and then like let that kind of lead me into what I want to make my own oil to be. So that's fun. And I think that's it for now. But we will check in later. Okay. Hiding in the bathroom at work again. Voice is still gone. And update on yesterday. The man got to me. The man got to me big time. Because I tried to call out and they were like, no, we'll send you a ride. Bring your ass. So I brought my ass. And, you know, it was fine. At least it was like, because of the whole phone service thing. It was a much shorter shift because I couldn't get there when I was supposed to be there. So at least it was a shorter shift and I got a ride there and a ride back. So that was really nice. And oh yeah, I was thinking that like, yes, I'm grateful that they did that, but also, damn, so it's like a gray area of gratitude. And I think we need to talk about the gray area of gratitude a lot more because it's real. It's very real. Because like sometimes it's like, I'm glad that happened or I'm glad that didn't happen, but also, fuck, you know. And the man got to me again today because I gotta put some shit, I gotta fix some shit, I gotta use a drill. I've never used a drill. So if I break the shit, then they know. They should know. I'm not a handyman-y. I am not. At least not yet. So that's day, I don't even know. Oh, day 18 update. Yeah. BRB. I'm on my walk home and I found a little frog friend. Hey, little frog friend. Not gonna bother you. I'll let you go in peace. But it's so nice to meet you. I'm gonna name you Toad LaRue. Even though I don't think you're a toad, but I'm really not sure. But it was nice meeting you. Y'all, I'm trying to sit here and just enjoy a nice YouTube video, a nice relaxing time, a nice Julian and Logan video. And these motherfuckers always trigger my Alexa. And normally I could stop her, but now I can't. I tried. I was like, Alexa. Oh, she heard me. Alexa, stop. What the fuck? Alexa, stop timers. Cancel timers. Oh my god. She won't cancel the timers. Okay, I need to not do that. Because I really want my voice back. I called out of work tomorrow because I'm never going to get my voice back if I actually get rested. And I did so much talking today. So, and it's already been gone for 5 days. So, yeah, I really need to rest my voice. And I can't even get Alexa to stop the timers. So I guess, but that, like, once they go off, how am I gonna get her to stop letting it go off? I guess I'll have to get up. Oh, God. Also, my face kind of looks a mess because I had, like, a good post-work cry today. So, and that's what led me to the decision to ultimately call out because I was like, oh, God, I have to be there tomorrow. I sound like this. My throat hurts. Like it actually also hurts to swallow. So it's just a lot, and I called out, so I'll get to rest, because I had Friday off anyway, so I was like, oh, I guess we'll stick it out till Friday. But no, I think because after Friday, after work, Saturday and Sunday and Monday, I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So all of that, like I don't think one day of not talking and then like 5 days straight of more talking is gonna be sufficient to bring my voice back. So I thought, yeah, I need 2 days. And I'm so happy, I'm so relieved. And I texted my manager and I'm late, of course, so she hasn't even replied, so that's gonna be fun for her to wake up to tomorrow. But yeah, it's not really my problem that we're understaffed. So yeah, because that's also the thing, like, I'm one of the only people that closes now because that person left, so, and we're just generally, even before they left, we were understaffed, so that's not my journey, that's not my road, it's not my path. So yeah, so I'm glad about that. And tomorrow is definitely a do nothing day, because I haven't really had time to rest, like good do nothing rest. So I'm really looking forward to that, because Friday I have plans. I'm gonna have dinner with my best friend, and we're trying out this cool place. So really excited about that. So, and I'm also glad that before that I get to have a good like do nothing rest day. So, like I always say, everything works in my favor. And I need to stop now. So, my favorite challenge day.
So as soon as they get up with me about more details, how to set a roadmap, all of it is free.
You know what? I'll just put it on the screen. I don't know what day it is, okay?
One fiction, one nonfiction. And I think that's helpful because that's
Took the day off, and as I guessed, manager was not too happy about that, and I really don't like the way she came at me, because this is like a health concern, you know? And she kind of came at me sideways, so, but she backtracked after I addressed it, so yeah, that happened. But thankfully, luckily, happily, I got to chill all day, and it was so beautiful, just chilling. I need to do something, because I feel like I look kind of rough.
Long enough to allow your thinking to become more precise. The internet makes it very easy to feel like you have a plan B because we absorb so much content. That's not the same thing for understanding.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Especially when communicating alone, I've had to figure out research without getting swallowed by noise in the situation.
And because she came at me sideways,
So I want to talk about this art of the rabbit hole.
I'm like, I've been thinking about this. I feel like a little bit too much, and I want to get to the space where I am able to detach from the situation and just like let it be a job and not think about it so much. So what I came up with,
something that feels unresolved, and usually the question.
I have this cut and clear oil that I got from Madam Phoenix. I've had it for a long time. It's one of the only, because it came in a aura cleansing, like a ritual kit thing, and I used it for that, but I haven't really used it since. So, and I kind of forgot I had it, but I decided to put several drops of it into my body washes and shake it up and mix them up and fortify them. So, because when I'm in the shower, I always like say, like, I'm releasing all energy from this day that is not mine, and all energy that does not serve my highest good, and all that kind of stuff. But now that these babies are fortified, I really like be extra clean and clear and out of control. That might it's clean and clear, whatever. That's what it is now. So, I've just been enjoying life, getting back to the basics, watching YouTube, as I like to do. So, I keep hitting it. But yeah, I'm about to shower. Oh yeah, also, this is probably one of the best smelling body washes I've ever had. It's Athena Club Athena Lavender Latte. It smells so good. It's like the perfect nighttime night shower lotion. And the lather is really good. And it's just like, it smells like lavender. Okay, it's lavender, amber, and tonka bean. So it's lavender, but it's also got that little bit of like darkness to it that I really like. So, and this is, OG Japanese cherry blossom. Can't go wrong with that. Oh yeah, I'm about to get in the shower and wash all this work shit off me. I wasn't even there, and yet it plagued my mind for more of the day than I would care to admit. But reframe, it led me to doing this, and I think that this is good moving forward in general, because I've also been learning, like really locking into my energetic boundaries. And I need to create stronger energetic boundaries with the workplace and not let it drag me down while I'm not there. And that's the crazy part. I feel like I'm almost exclusively dragged down while I'm not there. Because when I'm there, it's okay. Because if I was also dragged down there, I wouldn't stay there. But when I'm there, it's fine. It's just when I leave and all like the side bullshit. But I found out that they're hiring someone else to replace the person that left, so thank fuck, because that was a lot. But we're up. We're always up. Sometimes maybe sideways, but never down. I'm just kidding. Sometimes we definitely be down sometimes, but that's alright. That's alright. You're never down forever. It's always a wave. Just gotta learn to ride the wave, and it is hard. No denying that. No denying that. But that's what it's all about, learning to ride the wave. And I don't know how we got here, but this is where we are. So, day update. Things are still swell. And I'm definitely gonna be journaling about this. That would be how we close our night routine. I'm gonna shower, do my face massage. I'm gonna journal, and I'm gonna stretch, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Or at least I'm gonna lay in bed, maybe read. Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay.
I took like one picture when we were at Atlas.
What happened to your...
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's not prepared. But you know what? Alien? She is. He's not.
She's just chilling, enjoying the ride.
Because she usually does most of the work.
That's
and so
true.
that's why Piglet needs to fix him up. This is it. This is the whole thing.
It's like, okay.
Hello. Thinking in my favorite challenge day. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what day it is. And you're probably like, oh, why don't you look before? Because it's literally just the same day as whatever the fucking date is. And it's not like you haven't seen what date it is today yet. And you're so right, but I still don't know. And it's better if I just put it on the screen and don't worry about it. So, because especially in the last video, I just said I said the wrong day so many times, so why even bother? And as you can tell, my voice is still kind of gone, but it's definitely like coming back. It's definitely more back than it's been in several days. And so I feel like by tomorrow, I feel like I'll be at least like mostly back, if not fully. So yeah, I just got off of work. I'm back home. I didn't do like a proper update yesterday because yesterday was a full day for me. I did my glamour award. I'm not gonna show it to you because yeah, but just know I did it. And I went out to dinner with my friend. We had a great time. I had a couple clips from that, so that'll be in here. I think that's it for me. I mean, I could talk about how... Well, no, I think I already talked about that. So, I'm not going to get into it again. But I had a pretty good day today. It was pretty... Well, we had an event. So, it was busy when I got there, but it wasn't busy for most of my shift. Oh. There is one thing, though. Apparently today we closed earlier than we would normally close, and I did not know that until I tried to clock out at the time I normally clock out, and it was like an hour late for clock out, and then I realized, oh, we actually closed early today. And the other person left earlier, and I was like, oh, that's kind of strange that they're leaving so early, but I still did not put two and two together. So that happened. Oh, I also did my nails. What I do for my, because I like to have my nails different colors. I don't like to do, I've never really have my hands all the same color. And if I'm, like, for me, basic is just doing, like, one hand one color and the other hand the other color. Or even just doing, like, I like to do, like, last time I had two, like, oscillating colors on this hand and then, like, two different oscillating colors on this hand. That's usually, like, my standard. But I don't like to have my nails all be the same color. It's just more fun for me this way. And I have a gel kit, so it came with a bunch of colors, so that's just kind of how I've been doing it for a long time. But the way I figure out what colors I want to do is I go on Pinterest, and there's always those little, like, color palette things, and I just save all the ones that I like, and then I just match the colors as close as I can. And I'll insert, like, example pictures of what I'm talking about. And I'll insert the picture of the palette that I used for these. Yeah. So, it's back to the grind again tomorrow. So, I'm gonna shower and get ready for bed and everything and blah, blah, blah. I had a random, like I've had since my voice has been gone, I've had, like, a bit of a cough this whole time. But for most of today, I was good. I was fine. I, like, barely coughed at all. But randomly while I was on the train, I just got hit with the coughing fit. And it's like, it's the worst. After COVID, coughing in public is just different. So, yeah, it was like the kind where, like, it makes my eye tear. It makes me cry a little bit. And it's always only this eye that tears up. So I was like, oh, wow, you're just gonna hit me like that in public of all places? Like, you couldn't hit me, like, before I got on the train at least, but whatever. Such is life. That's life. I'm almost a bucket with a spray. Give him I watched the Hive Mind 21st Century best rap songs of the 21st Century video. It just came out, so I watched it not too long ago. And there is not that Saba song, but there is a Saba song on it, and I didn't know the Saba song that was on it, but I do know that one Saba song, so it's got that song in my mind. Do I have anything of value to say right now, actually? I know I took some additional notes, so let me check those. Well, I guess like I could say my reframe for, like, being at work an hour past when I needed to be there. It was kind of cool because, like, obviously no one was there because everyone else got the memo that we were closed. So, I got some food and I just chilled and it was fine. It was a great time for me. So, no worries, no hard feelings. And with my phone being stolen and then having to get another one and all that stuff, and like having the whole debacle with like not being able to access my Uber or my Lyft account, I met the loveliest woman in my Lyft the other day. And normally, I gotta admit, I'm pretty antisocial. Normally, I don't really want to talk in an Uber or a Lyft or anything. Like, obviously, if they initiate a conversation with me, then I will have it. But most of the time, I don't enjoy it. Most of the time, I have that conversation quite begrudgingly. So, this time, because, like, I'm about to go, if I'm in an Uber and a Lyft, I'm clearly about to go somewhere. And most of the time, there's people there. And so, before I get around a bunch of people, I need to center myself. I need like calm. I need quiet. I need to not be talking because I know I'm about to expend a bunch of energy on wherever I'm going. So I need to just like preserve because I only have so much to give. But anyway, but yeah. I met the loveliest woman and we had such a great conversation, and she like gave me some ideas about like some jobs I could look into. So yeah, it was a great time. And if I had my own Uber accounts and stuff, I don't think I wouldn't have gotten that lady. So, you know, isn't that cool how it works out? I'm gonna find these nerds. Wait, I feel like, oh, here it is. Have I talked about this already? Well, if I have, then I'll just cut it out. But work, I've been bitching about work a lot on this. I know, and it has been, the last couple of months have been very iffy, and like iffy to the point where I'm like, do I need to find another job? Like, yeah. But I ultimately, like I've said, when I'm there, it's generally fine, and I do generally like the people that I work with and like my bosses and stuff. Like they're solid people, and I don't know, I guess I still just have this hesitancy to just jump in the unknown again and like deal with other people that could be way worse. So that's part of like just what keeps me there, because it's like I know like the people in the environment is generally good. So I've decided to see this place that I work at as like, I've decided to see them as like my first investor in my brand, because I'm developing, like, I'm calling it a self-care lifestyle brand. And I'm starting with body oils and things like that. Body creams, perhaps. But definitely body oils. And I've decided to see this place as like almost my first investor in this line, because it'll be part of what's helping me fund, like, especially while I'm in the developmental stages. Because I know what kind of scents I want to make, but I also, like, I'm still very new to blending scents and like just perfume making in general, and just like scent creation in general. So yeah, I just ordered a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of like fragrance oils and like I got little glass vials, because my coworkers have been asking like if I can make them stuff. So I'm really excited about that, because I want them to I want to get my stuff out there and I want them to enjoy it. And then I also feel like I can like get it out to even the customers and be like, hey, give this to your wife, or like da da da. This is, you know, most of the people that come in, and actually I don't want to do too many details, but I think I basically just whatever. But yeah, I've decided to see it as like my first investor, and seeing it like that, I hope will help me push through. I mean, if I'll just say right now we're at strike 2, and if strike 3 comes, I will not hesitate to walk away, even if I really don't even have a plan. But we're at 2 strikes right now, and if strike 3 comes, then I don't know. And I'm very grateful to like be in a position where I can just like leave a job if I don't like it. So don't think I don't have that in mind. I know, I'm aware. And I don't know. I was gonna say I just wish more of us in general had that freedom, but you know, life is life, and like people got kids and bills to pay and shit. So I know it's not as simple as just being like, I don't like it here, I'm gonna go somewhere else. But I do think in general as a collective we could use a little bit more of that energy, because it's not like they're gonna like, it's not like a corporation is just gonna decide to be like nicer one day, and if they do, it's not from like a good place. It's because it'll make them look better or whatever. It's all for profit at the end of the day. So I do think we could use a little bit more like, I don't like it here, we're leaving. So, and if my job fucks with me one time, I will start unionizing my people. We will. We will. Don't think we won't. I don't even know the first thing about that, but still, I know they're scared of that shit, so I want to do it. Yeah. That's thinking of my favorite challenge day. 21. Day 21. I thought in my favor for 21 days. And also, I've decided to just like kind of let the upload schedule be what it is. As long as I get a clip for every day, I'm just gonna kind of upload whenever I upload, because I want, in my heart, in my mind, I wanted to get a video out every Friday. But then that's not what's happening. So, because it's just like, when I don't even. I can't. I don't know. I was gonna say, when do I even have time to edit? But I totally had time. Yes, not yesterday, but I totally had time on Thursday. But I needed Thursday to be my like rest day, so I didn't really do anything in pertaining to this on Thursday. Even though I really could have, and I probably should have, and it would have been good for this, and I didn't. So this is just gonna kind of happen when it happens. And as long as there's a clip for every day, I'm okay with that. And I mean, barely anybody's watching anyway at this point, so it's cool. It's cool. I'm just gonna be chill about it. Cause I was thinking, earlier about like, is it better to like, not that it's really this intense for me, but just in general, like, is it better to kill yourself to like meet an expectation in your mind or a deadline or whatever, or is it better to like, is it between like killing yourself to meet an expectation exactly how you wanted to meet it, or like taking a rest and like being more like chill to yourself about it? Like, or is like one really better than the other? Like, yeah, you may have got the thing done, but like at what cost? And also like, you didn't get the thing, I'm flipping you guys off, you didn't get the thing done, but you know, your mental health is a little bit more intact. So I feel like, you know, we all kind of play on both sides of this, and I don't really know, wouldn't really say one is necessarily better than the other, except, well, for me personally, I decided that I choose the one that allows me to be kinder to myself, which is, you know, I might not make it exactly how I wanted to make it, but I'm nice to myself about it. So that's the conclusion I came to on that matter. How's this 15 minutes long? Anyway, that's it for day 21. Thanks for sticking around. Hello, beautiful people. It is day 22. Thinking of my favorite challenge. We're almost done. We're almost through. We have one full week of February. Since I planned to do a full 30 days, so I plan to include like the first couple of days of March, so it's a full 30 days, because y'all know how February is. Yeah, and I knew what day it was today. yeah, that's progress. That's something. So I just I got home from work. Today was again an earlier get off day, and this time I noticed, so I got off early actually, and that was good because I needed to finish my glamour ward. I mostly finished it, but I needed to like seal it and all that stuff. So I did that, and yeah, it was really fun. I really doing spells is so fun, and I just love how it's like a form of spirituality where I also get to be creative, and I like that there's not really rules unless you make them, or if you do a very specific practice, like if you do hoodoo or Wicca or something like that, like those things have like parameters that make it what it is. So I get that, but generally there are no rules, and that's the best part, because I don't really like rules. As soon as you give me a rule, especially if it's like, if I can understand why it's a rule, I'm the kind of person where if I don't really understand why something is the way it is, I'm not gonna listen to it, no matter really what it is. Like, if I can understand why it's like that, and if it can be properly explained why that thing has to be a certain way, then I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. But otherwise, I'm like, no, I want to do it a different way. Or no, I don't agree with that. So I think it's good to make your own rules in life sometimes. But I don't have much of an update today. Today was pretty standard, pretty run-of-the-mill. It was very, very cold, so there wasn't really anybody even at work. So it was a very chill day. I actually got to do a lot of writing while I was there, so that was good. I was, glad to be in my writing bag. I also found out another one of my coworkers is leaving, so that's great. I'm actually really happy for them, especially like their specific situation. It's really awesome. So like I'm happy for anyone that like leaves and moves on to better things. That's always a good thing. So when it's not like they're really like treating us like, like we matter. so fuck it. Do something else. Be something else. Go on and prosper. I'm in my process. I'm in my prospering process for sure. So yeah. Don't know how that is gonna turn out. But it is what it is, what can I do about it? Honestly, even before, I was gonna say things, but now I'm not really sure if I want to say them. Well, I guess let me start. I'll just start and see if it makes it in or not. Even because I started my glamour ward on Friday because I wanted to make it on Venus Day. But I went to dinner with my friend, so I didn't have time to like completely finish it. I was like, that's fine. I just let it sit on my altar for a couple of days, and then I just finished it, like I said. But even when it was just sitting on my altar and it wasn't like finished, I already felt like it was working because, today was generally a good day, but I did have my first journal crash out. Not today. It wasn't yesterday either, I don't think. It was the day before yesterday. But, because I remember I was telling the whole thing with my manager and how she kind of tried me. It's literally right in front of me. Out went to the journal. Just like 3, almost 4 straight pages of me just popping off on this. And it felt so, because it was annoying me at first because it just like was sticking in my mind. I think I talked about this, but it was sticking in my mind too much, and I was like, I don't want to be thinking about this. So as soon as I took it out, I was pretty good. Like, it really is. Journaling is just so cathartic in a way that that talking about something is just not. And I think it's, I mean, there's like science behind this and everything, and how like writing is like basically your brain like communicating with itself and like processing through the physical act of writing. And then also, since you're slowing down, since you're writing your thoughts, you're slowed down a little bit, so it's like more of a proper feedback loop. I think I also already talked about this. Now we're repeating topics, so clearly I don't have much to say, but happy to be here, happy to still be working on this challenge. We're in week 3, and week 2 is not up yet, but we're working on that. And it's okay to show up imperfectly as long as you show up. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm learning. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hello. Making in my favorite challenge day 23. I remember this time. Just got home from work. It was very, 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 very cold today, so it kind of sucked because there were an alarming amount of people there today. So I had to make coffee. Thankfully, I didn't really have to make smoothies, but I had to make coffee and shit and sandwiches. My freezing fingers. But you know what? I lived. My voice is like, I would say, like 80% back. Like there's still, it's still like not completely there, but it's like it's mostly there. And my throat doesn't hurt anymore, so that's nice. That's a relief. Nothing really it wasn't crazy, but it was just, I just had a conversation with my manager because they asked me if I wanted to go full-time. I think I've mentioned this. They asked me if I wanted to go full-time at where I work. And at first I was like, oh yeah, that's great. Benefits, whatever. But I've decided that no, that's actually too much of my time that I'm not willing to give up. So, yeah. Plus, I'm not even technically full-time right now. I've just been working full-time hours because we've been so understaffed. But I found out today that they hired more people, which is, if only you knew how fucked that was. Because I think I've discussed that they fired people in December, and now it's February and we're hiring more people. So I love corporate America. I love business. I love the economy. I love the business cycle. I love it. It's so good. So yeah. But so that happened, and I was a little bit, I went in knowing that I was gonna have that conversation, and I was a little bit nervous about it because I just didn't know like if she was gonna like really question me on it, or like how it was gonna be received. Not that changed what I wanted to say or do, but you know, it's just, you know, sometimes you just wonder how you're gonna be received. So she asked why, and I told her why. I basically was like, this whole situation is mentally and emotionally draining, and it's just not worth it. I said it in nicer words. But she received, and also, like, turns out the full-time thing wasn't even really as on the table as they tried to present it to me. But they did want to give me a raise. So I guess that was nice, but it's not even really about the money, it's about the time. It's about the time, because I know my time is worth more than what they pay me anyway, so. And you need to know that too. If you work any wage job, no matter if you're like if you're like an executive of whatever the fuck, your time is worth more. Especially if you're just working for somebody else. Your time is worth way more than they're paying you. Your time is like actually priceless. So this like whole concept of like hourly wage and like all that shit's that's the man. that's the man trying to put value on you to serve its purposes so that the machine keeps cogging. So yeah, that's the update of today. And it was kind of hard for me to do that because just naturally when I'm in a situation I just want to make it work, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Like, you know, in some ways it is, but it's also like sometimes you just need to walk away or say no, or just, yeah, sometimes you just need to walk away. So I haven't like completely walked away, obviously, but I've taken a step back, and now I know now exactly how many days. I've set a boundary because like it is pretty fucked for a business to have part-time workers and then work them full-time hours, even though I know that's pretty common in the world, so they can save money and not have to give you benefits, which is bullshit, but that's what they do. And yeah, I don't really expect I don't really expect benevolence out of a business, especially a business like that, or just generally, like most businesses, even when they mean well, there's still, profit above all at the end of the day. And also, this whole situation has really solidified to me the importance of workers, and it's also solidified to me how I want to treat my future team, because I have a very strong vision of how I would like to run my company, and my workers are a key priority to me, and I don't really understand how most businesses don't operate that way, because there is no business without the workers. Like, if there's nobody there, like a business can operate, like a McDonald's could operate, for example, just a McDonald's or any fast food restaurant could operate without a manager being there. They could not operate without someone at the cashier, someone cooking the food, someone being at the drive-thru. There's no business if there's no actual workers. So yeah, they deserve to be cared for, and they deserve to know how important they are, and they also, obviously, above all else, deserve to be treated like human beings and not just names on a schedule. So I appreciate it in that sense, because it's really like, I've always known, like, I've always, been more left-leaning in that sense when it comes to workers and the, the whole labor theory of value and all that. But it's good for me to actually see it in action, and at least it's not like a super egregious example of like a company treating its workers poorly. It's just kind of like the standard way that companies these days treat their workers poorly. But yeah, like, there's just such better ways to run a business, and you can still make a lot of money and put your workers first and make your workers a priority and have them know that they are a priority. Because as far as I see leadership, I want to inspire the people who work with me to be able to trust their own choices, and to be able to, especially like creatively, and to know that, just to know that like I believe in them and I believe in their vision, and that it's like we can come together, and it doesn't have to be like me. Like, I don't want it to be like I have to tell you what to do all the time. I want to cultivate a situation where you trust yourself and you trust the choices that you make. And that doesn't necessarily mean I agree with every like decision that you make, but I at least can appreciate where it came from, and I can appreciate that you have your own process, and we can work with that. But yeah, that's what leadership means to me, at least. And yeah, I think it's more important to inspire people to connect with themselves and to be able to source like their power. Not exactly that word, but in some ways. I mean, yeah, like I said, like, they just, for them to know that I trust their work, and they can also trust their work. And they can trust their ideas. They can trust their imagination. And then I want to, and also that fosters an environment where there's more like exploration and expansion, and we're like constantly growing and building. And I feel like it brings more energy to the situation rather than being like, you need to do this, and these are my expectations. And my work environment isn't really like that either, but it's just, mine kind of just suffers from like one. It seems like, I don't want to necessarily say the managers don't give a fuck, but the managers don't give a fuck, and they also, but also like the company doesn't seem to really give a fuck. So how can the managers give a fuck if the company doesn't even really give a fuck? And the managers, for the most part, I know they mean well, and they're really not horrible people. Like, as individuals, I really don't mind them. I don't have many notes like against them as people. But as far as leadership, they leave much to be desired. They do. They leave much to be desired. I will say that. And hopefully, hopefully, since I will be working a little bit less, I will be bitching about work less. Yay! Because that was one of the main reasons why I was like, I need to take a step back, because I'm just letting this shit like get entrenched in my energy way too much. And yeah, it was just a lot. And it's just like, for what? Like, this like poorly ass run company that it doesn't even seem to want to succeed itself. No. And it was getting to the point where like, either when I got home from work or either before going there, I would cry. I cried this morning. And it wasn't necessarily like, oh, I'm sad that I have to go into work. It was just, well, I told you guys about that whole thing about how when I called out and then my manager kind of came at me crazy. That really hurt my feelings, because they fired the people in December, and then somebody else just left. I've talked about that. And so my schedule went up like crazy. And for me to ask for one day off for rest, like literally for a health reason, and you're gonna come at me crazy? Like, I haven't been the one there, like, picking up the slack for all the people that have left. No, I won't say all the slack, but a lot of it. Like, and I could tell when I talked to her today that she felt bad. So, because like part of me was like, okay, I know I want to have this conversation, but do I want to take it there? Do I want to like full on be like, you're one of the reasons why I've made this decision? But I ultimately decided not to go there because, one, I don't want to, like, I'm still going to be working there, and I don't want to create animosity or like make things, I don't want to feel uncomfortable. So I don't want to do all that. And I could just tell she felt bad about it by the way she talked to me about it. So the fact that I didn't even have to say anything and to know that she feels bad, I feel like that's enough. This challenge has been really fun though. And that's what I was gonna say. I'm ultimately glad that she came at me sideways, because if she hadn't done that, I don't think I would have decided to step back. And I really needed to. But there were so many like opposing forces in my mind that I don't think I would have actually made the leap if she hadn't done that, if she hadn't hurt my feelings. And also, like, just because you tell someone that you hurt their feelings or that they hurt your feelings doesn't mean like they necessarily have to care, especially in this situation. Not like we have like a close interpersonal relationship, so I didn't feel like it was necessary to get into that. Yeah. That reminds me of like kind of the whole like your feelings are valid or emotions are valid thing. Like, yes, your feelings and your emotions are valid, but you have to know that they're really only valid to you, and you kind of have to be okay with that. No, not even kind of have to, like, you just have to learn to be okay with that. And that's, I feel like in a lot of ways that is liberating, because now I don't really try to like make people understand my feelings or understand my side on a situation, even if I am close to them. Like, obviously, if you're close to someone or like in a romantic situation, I don't know anything about that, so I'm not even gonna go there. But like, I know ideally you would want them to care about your feelings, and like there's definitely, and in some ways they should. Like, if you have a close relationship with a person, ideally they would be able to hold space for you, even if they can't like wrap their head around or really understand where you're coming from. But that's a level of emotional intelligence that I don't think most people really have. So, shrug. But yeah, your emotions are valid. They're just really only valid to you. And I'm letting that set me free, instead of like being like, oh, no one will understand me. Ah. Like, I don't really need to be understood, especially by like another human being. Like, what's that gonna get me? I think that's it for today. Peace. Hello, people. Making it my favorite challenge, day 24. Yeah, I know what day it is today, too. We're making progress. Don't really have much of an update for today, other than I just got off work again. And guess what? I don't have to go there tomorrow. Yay! What a relief. What a relief it is. So yeah, happy about that. And also, it just, I don't even know how I did this. I can only give it up to my intuition, but just randomly I decided to like actually ask for tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Asked for, is that relevant? I don't know. I asked for tomorrow off just randomly. I had no reason to like want it off. I just knew I wanted a day off. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this Wednesday off. And then it just so happened to also be the day of the Mona Leo concert. So tomorrow, me and my friend are gonna go see Mona Leo, and I'm so excited because she came last year too, but I didn't get to see her. So I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. And like, even if I did have to work, I still would have been able to go, because like I get off at 9, so it's not like, but the show, I mean, you know how like concerts are, like this time on the show is not necessarily the time when the show actually starts, like when the main act actually comes out. So I probably would have still been able to like get there in time and everything, but it's even better that I don't have to work, because then I can just enjoy my day and have something to look forward to at the end of the night, and yeah, it'll just be good. So that'll be fun. Going to see Mona Leo tomorrow. There was something that I wanted to say, but I don't remember. So I just want it to be spring already. I'm tired of this cold. I don't do well in the cold. Anytime I think of moving somewhere where it's cold, I quickly have to, my cousin is moving to New York later this year. And of course he was like, oh, do you want to come? Do you want to move? Do you want to come too? And like, initially it sounds great, but also I don't think I would do well in a New York winter. I need to be in a place where if it's gonna be cold, it doesn't get like crazy cold, and I need a good, nice, hot summer and just a nice spring too. I like warmth. Okay, I don't do well in the cold. I feel like most people prefer cold because like cold you can endlessly bundle up if you need to, and heat is kind of inescapable, and it's not like you can like rip off your skin and get cooler. So there's that, and I do get that, but I'm a summer baby through and through, and I thrive in the warmth. And when it's warm outside, I go outside like almost every day, at least some portion. Like I love taking a walk around my neighborhood. I love just being outside in the warmth, feeling the sun on my skin. It's the best. And that's why I still appreciate winter, because it's like winter makes me appreciate warmth in spring and summer even more. So, and reminds you that, you know, even nature needs to rest and take a chill pill. Oh, I bought some stuff to make oils. Like I bought some like more jojoba oil, because that's usually what I use to make my spell oils. And then I got some of that and some fractionated coconut oil, and I have some grapeseed oil, so I'm gonna like figure out what my like proprietary blend is. And then I got some fragrance oils to experiment with, and so I'm really excited to get in my bag. And I also got a little like a pack of like little like rollerball vials. So I want to make a bunch of stuff, and then I'm gonna give some of them to my coworkers and see how they feel, and my friends, and probably family too. But I only got 10 rollerballs, so well, I guess I could just get more. But I'm really excited about that. Really excited to get in the lab and make shit. Because I have in my mind like the kind of scents that I want to create, because there's also just scents that I basically want to just copy, but I know in the process of trying to copy it, I'll probably find something better. So there's plenty of companies that make like dupe fragrance oils, like I really want to make something that smells very similar to Love Spell, but I don't just want to necessarily get like a dupe Love Spell oil. I want to study the actual notes of Love Spell and like do my own mix of them and get like a Love Spell adjacent type vibe. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I was like, oh, this is like one of my first investments in my business. So that was really fun to do today. I also got some perfumes. So I got a bigger bottle of Good Girl Blush, because I'm pretty much out of this, and I've been like, oh God. Oh, this shit smells so good. And I feel like it's the perfect like spring perfume. I need to smell it again. It's basically empty. I'm basically keeping the bottle just to like occasionally get a squirt out, and also just to, I don't know how Miss Herrera is gonna top this one, but I'm sure she will. Oh, and they have the really cute like Valentine's one at Ulta, and I almost got that, but I decided I'm pretty loyal to Rebel Scents. That's where I get a good chunk of my the perfumes that they have. That doesn't make any sense. They have a good selection of perfumes, so a lot of the perfumes that I tend to want to repurchase, I get from there, because they have like a good selection, and they have sales pretty often. So I took advantage of the Valentine's Day sale, and I got that, and I got a bottle of Prada Paradox, which I've never had before, but I got one of those little Sephora favorites things, and it was one of the samples in there, and I loved it. So, and then the last couple times I've been in Ulta, I always find myself like smelling it. I also really like the intense version, and they don't have that on Rebel, so, but that's okay. I'm cool with, the regular is good too, but we might be leaning into the intense next. I was deciding between that or getting another bottle of I Want Chew, because this is my This is where my current bottle of I Want You is. I also got this one from Rebel Scents. But I got, okay, so I got that one first. And then, wait, I don't even think it's in there. Wait, yes it is. After that was running out, they had I Want You Forever on there, so I was like, oh, I'll probably like that since I like I Want You so much. And when I first got it, I didn't love it. It took me a little bit of time to like get into this one. Like it literally sat full for the longest time. Like look where it is now. So I think I needed to wait for the right season to wear it, because I think it's more suited for colder weather. And that happens sometimes. Like I also have this perfume, Aphrodite, from Alexandria, and when I first got it, I was like, oh, this kind of just smells like Olympia. And I don't hate Olympia, but it's not really like my scent. Like it's not really a scent. I've had a bottle of it and I didn't really feel drawn to wearing it a lot, so I ended up giving it to a friend. And so I was like, oh, this kind of what smells like Olympia, and Olympia is not really my thing. But when I wore it in the winter, when I put it on in the winter and like experienced it with the cold weather and the wind, I was like, oh wait, this is everything. And the vibe of Olympia gives like summer kind of, because it's like salty and like, I don't know if it's vanilla based or an amber based. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put the notes on the screen so we can find out together. But yeah, I Want You. It got me once. It got me in the fall, especially. That's when I really started wearing this, in the fall, and I've been enjoying it while it's been colder. So yeah, sometimes it's just the season. Can you please fit back in your home? Oh god. Shrapnel! Okay. There we go. I made it fit. What's this? Okay. I kind of want to smell this again. Oh, we turned the whole situation. I'm so excited to have and I got the big bottle. So I'm so excited. Because I ran through this pretty quick. And I also, so I wore I Want You Forever today, and I layered it with Glossier Do Arrive. I don't know which one this is. Does it say anywhere? The lettering is so tiny, I still can't really tell. But the white one, the Glossier You white one. I got the little like trio with all of the original and these two, and I used up all of You. You is like just a nice, good like skin, like your skin but better type of scent. And like naturally I want to like this one more just because it's like pink and with more purple, but it's like, you know, it's like a cuter color, and this one's just white. So, but I actually think I like the smell of this one better. So I layered this with I Want You, and that was surprisingly very good. Well, I guess it wasn't that surprising. I layered it for a reason. And then another thing, what I've been doing lately, since we're talking about scent, I have this rose essential oil, and I've just been mixing that in my lotion, and it's been great to just be wrapped in rose all night. But obviously, like, if you're not into how rose smells, I honestly wasn't into the smell of rose for the longest time. But this one, this essential oil in particular is like a really good, like, clean, just like pure rose scent. It's just really good. And so I do that, and then I also like, I'll put in like a couple drops of whatever spell oil I feel like using that day. And that's how, and then I rub myself down with that every night. And it's fun. It's fun for me. Sure.
I think that's all. Nothing crazy happened today. Nothing, crash outs were avoided today. Well, I guess, okay, on a more serious note, one thing I've really been embracing lately is the idea of really, like, standing firm in my power and, like, my agency and my, like, sovereignty as a human being. And like, reminding myself over and over again that I am in control of myself, and especially my attitude and how I approach a situation or how I respond to a situation. And that is in some ways it can feel like very little, especially with all the chaos going on in the world, but it is also still a lot at the same time. So really embracing the idea of like, really just, like, standing in my power and not just letting myself be, like, dragged around by life and circumstances and whatnot. And really, that's also, like, kind of a part of detachment, where, because it's not caring, which is something that, like, when you hear the word detachment, you just kind of think, like, oh, I don't give a fuck. But no, it's deeper than that. It's really more about being so rooted in your being and so rooted in, like, your happiness, or just, like, you not being, like, just, yeah, being, like, rooted in yourself and your thoughts and your emotions, and being centered. And, like, being so centered and rooted that just, like, the outside noise and nonsense doesn't really, like, affect you like that. And you don't let it affect you like that because, eyes on the prize, pretty much. I'm trying to work on looking at the camera. So, here we are. We're making eye contact. Are you uncomfortable? Good. Goodbye. Okay. Hello, beautiful people. It is day... Don't even have my watch on. And I'm about to go. I'm about to go to the Mona Leo concert. Day 25, yeah. About to go to the Mona Leo concert. Except, womp womp, my friend, she can't make it because her car got a flat tire and they couldn't replace it today. So, she's not coming anymore, which makes me sad. But the show must go on. So, and I like going to concerts by myself. It's not my first time. So, I'll let it be a solo adventure, which is not what I'm gonna close my mouth. I'm spraying with you. Okay, I'm wearing Lady Diana exclusive by Alexandria. It's their dupe of Delina exclusive. And flavor companies are really useful for this because, regular Delina, I mean, yes, I would spray her quite thoroughly, but I wouldn't, like, drench myself in her like I can with these because they're much easier to replace. And honestly, I feel like they last a little longer than the originals. But yeah, I've been really into her lately. Like, for a while, I was strictly into OG, and, like, I pull her out on occasions, but I've been really, really into her. I think she's a good cold weather Delina, like I was discussing the other day. This is what I'm wearing. Wearing this jacket that I thrifted, and then these pink pants, because it's Mona Leo, so everything's pink, and then, oh, I can't even, boots the house down because it's standing room, so I want to make sure I tower over the masses. So yeah, really disappointed that my friend can't come, but I don't know, I'm still gonna go. So, and I was debating, like, oh, should I even go? But I've decided because I just really want to see her, especially since I didn't get to see her last year when she came. So, and now I'm putting out my thank you candle. your flame goes out and intentions carry on forever. That's what I say to my candles when I put them out. But yeah, my Uber's almost here. And yeah, that's the update for the day. Oh, I got a whole ass new phone, y'all. Where is it? Oh, got a whole ass new phone. Got an iPhone 17. So, surprised the fuck out of me. So yeah, things aren't going exactly to plan, but things are still going great. Peace. I'm sure I'll have some concert clips to insert.
Atlanta, we need to hear you. The DJ that I want to die. Let's go.
Hello, thinking in my favorite challenge, day 27. Yes, I don't know. You know I don't know. It'll be on the screen. I was literally about to go to bed and then I was like, wait a minute, I haven't filmed a clip today. So here we are, getting our clip in today. Not much. I had work. I did my cute little train. Well, actually it wasn't on the train. It was while I was waiting because it was like a 15-minute wait. So I was like, well, I might as well just journal right now. So I journaled and oh, my lights right here, now they don't work anymore. So that made me kind of sad because now that they're not working, I'm like really realizing how much I loved them. So that's kind of a boo-hoo, but you know, I have all kinds of lights. Like I love a mood ambient lighting vibe, hence the sunset lamp currently on right now. And I have like 2 galaxy lights, but they're both kind of loud, so I don't use them often. But I need reinforcement lighting now that this lighting isn't working right now. But I have had these lights. I've had these lights for like, I don't know, 5 years, I want to say, because I got them at some point when I was in college. So yeah, wow, I've been out of college for like 3 years. Wild. Anyway, I did have, I guess if we're gonna I actually had a really good day today. I was quite, even though I was at work, and usually work is like actually, like, being at work, I really don't mind. Once I'm actually there, it's generally pretty fine. But it was so rainy today that it wasn't busy, but I still had a lot to do because I was helping. We have an event tomorrow, and I was like helping prep, and I made guacamole. Like, I made a big vat of guacamole, and that's my first time making so much guacamole all at once. And I think it's pretty good. I won't be there for the actual event because I have tomorrow off. Yay! Woo! But we have another event on Saturday that I will have to attend. But that's fine. I like our events. But yeah, that was fun making guacamole. So I spent a good chunk of my day doing that. And then also just like warming things up and preparing little things like that. So, and one of the customers, there's a customer that came in. He's a regular. And he tends to always make his order right before closing, And he's aware of the fact of how annoying it is because he always makes he makes some kind of comment about it, like, oh, like, I'm gonna dirty up your blenders one more time before you close, like, little shit like that. And so he did that today. He's like making a little joke, and I made a face because, you know, he was right. And today, particularly since I was prepping all that stuff, I had even more to clean. And he made a comment like, oh, you have an hour left. And that bothered me because, excuse me, Mr. Sir, dude, man, you don't know what I got going on back here. You don't know anything that goes on back here. You don't know how long anything takes. You don't know what the closing protocol is. You don't know shit to be telling me you have an hour. You don't know. So that clearly that annoyed me. But that's what journaling is for. And so I was able to let it go. And, you know, I brought it back in this moment, but that was to share. But yeah, I mean, that's really nothing. But up until that moment, I was floating on cloud nine. My arm is getting tired, so I'm trying to hold my phone with the other hand, but it's kind of okay, yeah. Now I'm worried I'm gonna drop it on my face, and that would really suck. I also just got the Kahi, well, the sliding situation is not the best, but I got the Kahi multi-balm. And I'm still trying to figure out how I want to use it, because I kind of got it to see if it could be a replacement, or maybe not a replacement, because I don't think anything could ever replace it, but the Danessa Myrix, like, glow balm stuff, I fucking love that stuff. And it's always sold out, and it just makes me sad. So I've been looking into alternative products that do similar things, and I haven't been able to find one that's quite as good. I've tried the Patrick Ta highlighter, like, it's basically the blush situation, but they made it in a highlighter form, and it's not, it does the job. It gives me a similar effect, but it's not quite as good as the Danessa one, in my opinion. There's just something about because the Patrick Ta one is more Vaseline-y, and the Danessa one is like, it's more of like a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just more of like a perfect balmy texture, and it's like a little bit, it's like not quite as like stiff as a Vaseline texture. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. But yeah, today was a good day, and that little blip with the customer, and also anytime I have like those little moments where I, like, you know, am just a human, I always take those moments to remind one, it's just like an exercise of like, okay, this happened, and yeah, that annoyed me, but what am I gonna do? Keep feeding my attention to it, or am I gonna shift to something else? Especially like when it's something so minor, because it's sometimes, okay, I'm tired. Those can be those tend to be the things that like will stick out in your head and just like kind of like randomly haunt you before you go to bed. Those kind of things mixed in with like, I don't know, random fucked up childhood memory. Or at least that's how my brain works. But anyway, that was day 27. See you again tomorrow.